Alright, looks like I'm live, and I have another awesome guest waiting in the green room, and tonight we're going to talk about anything and everything demonology. I know I'm weird, but I'm your host, Nicole Gaspard, and Mystic Whispers podcast, and feel free to submit your question anytime. Sorry, I just hit. Okay. Anytime during the show, and we'll be back right after this. Hey guys, we're back on Mystic Whispers podcast. I'm your host, Nicole Gaspard, and I have also returning guests who've been on my shows before, Archbishop Matthew J. Radcliffe. Hopefully I said his name right. So in his background, I think I can read better with my glasses. Sorry. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. So here we go. He's the Matthew James Radcliffe. He is not only an archbishop, but he's also been a former choir general and a chief exorcist of the Solomon, sorry if I said wrong, Solomon Order of St. Michael the Archangel, USA since retired now with the old Roman Catholic Church, and also an associate member of the SOSM Sacred Order of St. Michael, the International Order of Exorcists, run a veterans outreach program in Charleston, South Carolina, and also the head of demonology department, which I'm very interested in, and to spur those paranormal investigations research. So let's welcome our awesome guest, Archbishop. Hey, Matthew, welcome for joining us.
Yeah, I can play with the camera now. It's letting me do it since we're on. Now my remote works.
All right, at least it works. That's why I love StreamYard. Yeah, thank you for joining us, and thank you for your services. You have quite a bio there.
Yeah, been at this for a while.
Hopefully our audience will join us with their questions.
And
as we move along.
Answer on the chat because my keyboard's too far away at the moment. But
I will. I hear you fine.
I can see him and everything, and I'll answer any questions I can. So.
Sorry about my glasses. Sometimes it's glare with the lights. But yeah, so I just thought of another question prior to the show tonight. Before I have a dozen questions about demonology. I don't know why. Like I said earlier, I'm so drawn to it nowadays. And I just like to know about certain things. This is how we can not only know about our advisory, but also how we can better protect ourselves. That's mainly why I'm so interested in that area. And, it's dangerous too in that area of demonology and we have to be able to protect ourselves and others. So, my first question would be, what's the difference between a demonologist and an exorcist? Or is there a difference? Oh, did we lose? Our guest? Hopefully you'll chime in. And, yeah, so I've always been interested in, demonology. Sorry, folks. I think we had some, gremlins with our technology. So, Archbishop Matthew, if you can join us, try to come back in. Sorry, folks, hold on. Waiting for the guests to come back in. I just sent him a message. Hopefully our guests come back. And, so I've always wondered what's the difference between, oh, here he is. Oh man, hopefully I'm not come back. I think he's trying to come back. There we are. Oh shoot. Okay, gremlins, be nice. Be nice. You know what we should have done in the first place? When he comes back, I'm gonna have him pray over this podcast. Yeah, I'll wait till he comes back. But if you guys have any questions in the meantime while our guest tries to return, I'll try to hold the fort while he tries to connect again. Something that wanted to communicate. So if while we're waiting for our guest trying to reconnect, so I was gonna ask what was the difference? It was so weird. I was just asking that, and then I just remember we were supposed to pray first. Here he comes. Here we go. All right, spirits, be nice. I've got holy water. I'm not afraid to use it. Hi, are you back?
Yeah, that happens from time to time. I don't know.
You know what I
That's
forgot?
all of a sudden, like they don't. I don't know. They don't like it when we go to talk about them. So
I
I swear
noticed that. You
sometimes
know what?
that's
I
worse.
just thought of something while you were
Like,
away. I just thought of maybe I should have let him say that prayer before we even said anything. Do you mind saying this prayer first?
Yeah. Let me go send say a prayer to St. Michael before we start. It's
Thank you.
about today's feelings or something. And then St. Michael, the archangel, defend us in battle. Be our defense against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do you, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, thrust into hell Satan and the other evil spirits who prowl about the world seeking to ruin the souls. Amen.
Amen. Thank you for that. I knew I was getting something. So that's important prayer. Another power in prayer.
Yep.
So hopefully
and it works.
that would help. Okay, so
a lot of stuff I do too, and a lot of people that's what they heard in the court. And it's like the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. That was I did it in Latin. We use Latin a lot. And
hi, Ron Stokes.
There's my boss.
Speaking of
Ron's
which,
a great guy. I tell you what, I'm talking about someone that's super knowledgeable. Ron is super knowledgeable when it comes to anything.
Yeah, I had him before. He'll have to come back.
Anything like that. Ron is awesome. Ron is awesome. We used to have a podcast together back in the day.
He's always welcome to come back. I've had him before in the previous podcast. So, yeah, with my first question, I'll ask that once again before we got disconnected. Hopefully it'll be nice this time. What's the difference between a demonologist and an exorcist? I know they might have different roles, right? Or does that matter?
You breaking up.
Oh, woman that's studying it. What's the difference
Here we go. You were
between
breaking up. I couldn't hear. Yeah,
um,
you were breaking up. I couldn't hear you.
sorry, what's the difference between a demonologist and an exorcist? Or is there a difference at all? Or I was wondering if
Yeah,
there's
there is, bro. I mean,
similarities or
an exorcist, we're priests. To be a true exorcist, you got to be a Catholic priest. Anything else would be considered like deliverance.
right.
And the
I
exorcist, we,
see.
we go through a specific set of training, and we don't only go through training, we also go through a mentorship program. Uh, like my mentor, he passed away, but now I have a new mentor, and that's Father Enright, Archbishop Ronald Enright, and he's super good guy, super knowledgeable.
Oh, that's nice. He's welcome on the show too.
Yeah, he has his own. He actually has a show.
Oh,
It's on Sundays. It's yeah, they're on. They have it on YouTube. And
yeah.
okay,
Ross
and
said he hoped everyone doing good tonight.
I love Ron. Ron's awesome.
I see my friends. Yeah. I know it's been too long,
Ron's
right?
Ron assists me in a lot of the stuff that I do. He is well, if you want to put a name to it, he would be my he's pretty much my
Represent.
right hand. I mean, I don't really do much stuff without Ron.
Yeah, we definitely need our team to back us up. I would say we have a spirit team
Yeah.
too. So speaking of deliverance, what is the difference between an exorcism and a deliverance? A regular
Deliverance.
deliverance.
I mean, anybody can do deliverance. You do deliverance. I mean, it's the prayers are different.
Right.
When you go through, we use the Roman ritual for to do exorcisms, and I know that it says right in the beginning of it. It pretty much straight up tells you, yeah, only to be said by priests. It says it right in the beginning.
Oh wow.
That's. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for you have to be certified for each one. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff we have to go through. I just to tell you, it was. I mean, we had pretty much what it said, like what an exorcist, like we have credentials through God to bear witness to God bear witness. They say God bears witness to His anointed. So God works through the exorcist to deliver the people from evil spirits.
Right.
And it's like me as a person, I have no powers, and it's through us that God works.
Right. And I also wondered what happens if the first time it doesn't work. You have to do the whole
Very,
exorcism again.
very, yeah. A lot of times, honestly, it does not. It's not like a one and done. Usually, it's usually
Right.
it's through. So 3 or 4. I mean, there's not an exact number. I mean, that's sometimes you got to do more than one. I mean, I wish it was one time every time done, but very seldom is it actually the case.
Oh wow. It depends on the entity, right? How powerful they are, how they have stronghold
Oh yeah,
on
it
that
all depends on
victim.
when you're in it. Very seldom is there just one, two. Usually, people are possessed by multiple demonics.
Yeah, I was wondering about this, especially after the second or third time. They might come back with more friends.
And like for us to even do an exorcism, there's stuff that we have to do. Yeah, there's actually stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we have to do to get ready to do an exorcism.
I like to imagine like fasting and for so long you have to fast right before the execution.
And a lot of times, I mean, it's I'll say out of we'll just I'm not saying that I've done this many or anything. We'll say out of 100, maybe two are actually possessed. You know, that's very seldom is somebody actually possessed. A lot of times, mental illness will mimic possession, vice versa.
Right, and that leads to my other question. How can you tell the difference between, like, mental illness and an actual, um, possession?
Uh, we work with we work with mental health professionals.
Okay,
So I mean, we that's why we have to have like a mental health checkup by a medical health professional, and we take
right,
those findings and we talk to the group of people we work with, and if they decide there's nothing mental health wise that they can do, then we look more readily into, okay, is there, I mean, what else is present? Is there outright manifestation? Is there this? Is there that? There's actually a checklist that we have to go through.
right. And I can imagine that, can you tell us the difference between a demonic entity or like the ghost or spirit?
I couldn't hear you.
Or can you tell us the difference between a demonic entity and a ghost and a spirit?
Like a spirit? Oh, the difference? Okay.
Yeah,
We'll put it this way. A spirit has been a person at one point. You know, a demonic entity, no matter what, has never been alive on the face of this earth.
right,
You know, so a demonic entity really doesn't know how to act like a person. So there'll be things that you can tell. You know, I mean, just certain things will be off about it. You know what I mean? Because they don't
right.
in question know how to act as a person because they've never been a person.
That's true. It's like I was sharing with you earlier how it's, spirit attachment I'm dealing with tries to pretend to be human and like,
Yeah.
wait, nice try, buddy, nice try. Kind of makes me laugh. He's trying to scare me, which I don't think it's demonic, but it might be a benevolent attachment.
Yeah,
Pretending to be a human. How do you differentiate that? So like, how can you tell the difference
I'm gonna try to
between
bring up this
a
other thing here.
demonic?
So,
I know these are heavy questions. I'm just having a lot of
in the
they have.
spirit, did you say? You keep breaking up.
Yeah. Oh, demonic entity
Yeah,
and a benevolent.
you keep breaking
Hello.
in a person. Oh, the malevolent spirit. How you tell the difference?
Yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with.
Did you say how do you tell the difference between a demonic and evil spirit?
Yeah.
Um, a demonic entity. There's gonna be a lot of things they do. I mean, they're gonna come. I mean, unless they outright manifest in front of you, which
That hasn't happened
I
yet. I'll be
mean,
telling you if
there.
that's
I mean, there's a lot of ways. They'll be doing a lot of things in threes, and that's to mock the Holy Trinity. If it's done only around 3 a.m., that's another way to tell it possibly could be demonic. I mean, there's a whole list of things but a malevolent spirit that just because that doesn't mean it doesn't have the demonic controlling it.
right. And it's very rare they
You know what I
even
mean?
admit. Yeah. It's very rare they even admit the true
Very
nature,
seldom,
right?
yeah, they're very seldom are they going to admit who they truly are because
Oh, I'm a demon.
once they give their name, we then have dominion over them.
Oh,
So
that's
very
actually
seldom
true?
are they actually
Wow.
going to give their name.
I was just gonna ask
Yeah,
you
and
that. Is
actually
that
says
actually
once we
true?
get their name, we can command them through God to do certain things, and that's how you get rid of a lot. But
Oh,
so
wow.
very seldom are you actually going to have their true name.
That's why I told him, nice try, Benny.
I'm
Nice try,
actually trying
nice
to look it
scaring
up.
me. I would say, I
Really,
have
the
holy
best thing to
water.
do is not talk to them.
That's true. Don't give it
That
any
you know
recognition, right?
anything. Yeah, yeah. Um, really anything blessed, like holy oil, water, holy water, less salt.
Oh, yeah.
We use all of them in exorcism. Trying to find. I got a document here. There it is. All
So if
right.
anyone have any questions, let us know.
We have. There we go. That's a legal disclosure. We don't want that. Here we go. Curtis contact interview questionnaire. There we go. There it is.
Hopefully we're live on YouTube and Facebook. We have main pages. It's our main pages. So, of course, Ouija board. I have to bring that up. Ouija board. What is your thoughts about a Ouija board? Is that usually the start of a haunting
Yeah,
or
don't play.
possession?
Board really, you can open up a door using a Ouija board. So I don't recommend people use them. You know,
I've done it in the past, but not anymore.
You don't really know what's coming through. You know, just because it says it's grandma, you know what I mean?
Sorry, could you say that again? You kind of broke up too. Oh, are you there? They really don't want us to talk, do they?
Yeah, so you can't. There's no.
I think we're breaking up.
Oh, you there?
Yeah, I think it kind of stalled for a minute, and it was like, oh no, they don't want us to talk. Do you mind saying that again?
Nope. Me and Ron used to run into that every now and again when we had the podcast we did. We used to run into that all the time. Stuff would not want us to speak, I think, really, because it was always some kind of technical difficulties.
Why is that?
Talking about it.
I mean, I know they can create energy and everything from that, but it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, it's like it, doesn't it? I think it's. Honestly, I think it's them not wanting us to speak of them or try to help people. Honestly, I really do. I really think that sometimes because it's just too coincidental. You know what I mean? There's too many coincidences for me on that point of view.
Yeah, like Rob would say, a dark entity trying to transfer electronically all the time. Yeah. I think that's possible.
What did you say?
A dark entity.
Yeah, they do. Yes, it is. Yeah, Ron has a great point.
Like, I think he meant demonic when we said dark entities.
Yeah, no, they can transfer electronically. Like if you're watching like an exorcism, yeah, they aren't held by the same bonds that we are. You know what I mean? They don't.
That's why I'm kind of wary of watching that.
Exorcism and get it.
I'm always
from it. You really can't.
Yeah, I'm always worried about watching that, but now you can just watch anything on YouTube, right? Like, I'm always worried about this. Even watching a horror movie gives me nightmares.
Yeah, you can. It can. I'm not big into the horror scene. You know, like not big on the horror movies. I don't really. I'm good on them.
I'm a horror movie fan. I just saw Beetlejuice and Ready. I had to see Beetlejuice. It was alright. I liked the first one.
That's. Is it me or does it seem like that's been like 30 years beyond what it should have been? Like,
yeah, they waited too long.
Most of these kids today don't even know what Beetlejuice is, probably.
I feel old now.
They waited way too long. It was like, oh, what do we do now?
I swear they went ahead with it. I kind of like the Pope's Exorcist. I think he did a pretty good job with that one. I'm hooked on
I
that.
wasn't able. I haven't seen it. I
I
tried to
highly
watch it
recommend it.
online and then it didn't work.
Oh wow. Yeah, I've seen it like a
So
dozen times now.
I'm gonna have to get a copy for me.
That was supposed to be one of my questions too. Can it actually affect us when we watch it on video? Oh, are you there?
What? I couldn't hear it. You broke up again on me.
Oh, yeah,
Say
start
again.
messing with us. I'm gonna get my holy water pretty soon. But
I'm not.
I left
I'm not.
I left my
I'm
holy
not
water.
like seeing any of the questions.
Yeah, I see it wrong and I think it's about it. Yes.
I don't see any questions. Okay, that's it. I didn't know if anybody was like.
Yeah,
Putting
that was
okay.
the last
I'm
one.
not connected. That's why. Okay, I'm making
Yeah,
sure that. There we
I
go.
always
I don't know.
wondered about that.
I was trying to join it. I was trying to join the chat, but it wasn't. No, because I
Oh,
don't
you
have
should be able
YouTube.
to. Yeah, we even have our own. We even have our own private chat somewhere. I forget what I said. But yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
yeah. Where's
we
that
should
at?
be able to go in.
Oh, private. I see that. That's private chat though. That's ours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
say
Okay.
something so loud.
That's chat with everybody. Okay. That's people in the studio, and that's. All right, I kind of get it.
We
Not
try
very
to get
good with
another question.
technology.
All right, here's another
That's what I
question
got
for you.
Ron for. Ron, usually.
All right, here one I kind of lost when I found it. Um, can a demon be present in specific objects like those? Um, how they become attached?
Yes, they've already proven that. They
Like
proved that with
Annabelle, right?
Annabelle and few others. Yeah, yeah, they proved that long ago.
Yeah, it's like it's not
A
actually the
long time ago,
object
they
though,
proved
but
that.
it's
I thought.
yeah. Annabelle movies scare me. I try not to watch those.
The movies, it was a creepy movie. I'm not. I'm right with you there. It was creepy. It was a creepy movie.
I actually, when I went to see it
It
in
was real
person,
creepy.
actually it was the first Conjuring film, the first Conjuring movie. When I went to see it in the theater, I came home with a scratch on my knee.
Yeah.
That's the last time I saw it in theater. I know they
Wow.
made a
That was
few more
quite a while
movies.
ago.
Yeah, I like the first two Conjuring films. So kid,
They were all pretty good, but I know they were.
and I think they're based on the Warrens, from the Warrens' actual cases, I believe.
Oh, were they?
I believe so.
Wow. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, they were. Weren't they based off of
Like the
who
first
was
one.
it? And gosh, the the first one. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. It was based off of Chris's grandparents. With,
Right. The parents, right?
uh, yeah. Well, weren't they? He was. Yeah, the Warrens. I blanked on it for a second. I
Right.
don't know why I did, but yeah, wasn't it based off the Warrens' actual files?
Yeah. I was wondering, can it be that extreme
That's pretty cool.
during the exorcism? Or is it like this Hollywood is trying to show that? Can it be that extreme
What?
on exorcism?
What do you mean? What can? Oh,
Can
yeah.
it be
I
that
mean, I
intense?
haven't had anything that extreme. People, it's different. I know people that have. So, I mean,
Oh wow.
myself, I haven't had I haven't seen a patient or anything, but I know other priests that have.
Yeah, I commend you guys. I always give you guys the prayers. I think the more prayers, I think it also helps. Hopefully.
Oh
I
yeah,
have one
it does help.
question for you. One more question. Yeah. Oh, here it is.
Oh,
Can, we ask that. So what steps should someone take if they believe that they're dealing with a demonic entity?
there we I would not try to deal with it yourself. I would get with someone like a group like Spur or like someone that knows what they're doing. You can get online for and one that like the SOSMA's website and that's SOSMA
Right.
at USA.com or the Sacred Order of St. Michael. They also have a website, and usually there's your contact pages on those websites to have a priest reach out and we can receive help.
Yeah, I'm also part of the Warren Lakes Foundation, and they have a website that they can contact.
Good Foundation as well. Yep, them too. They will help.
Yeah, I've been part of it now for 2 years.
Yeah, Ron went to the Conjuring House. I forgot about that.
I would like to go there someday. Well, not now. Too much drama over there.
Yeah, Ron
But
went.
yeah,
I forgot on there. You should see. He's got a lot of He's got a lot of crazy audio. Ron does.
yeah,
He's got a lot of
they would
stuff.
like to hear.
If you didn't believe it, he can make you believe it.
Oh, I believe it. Believe me. I've had some crazy and even EVPs over the years that made me believe. Um, Ron was saying he's able to go to, oh yeah, the Conjuring House. I saw that. January.
Yeah, he went. Yeah, yep, he
Warrants.
went. Yep.
And a real Warrants were right. So what was that like,
Oh
Ron?
yeah.
I have to ask. If you don't mind that give us a story. He's more than welcome back.
Oh yeah,
I think
we
we're
could do
friends.
probably a whole show when he saw it.
I would
He's
love that
seen
to hear his.
Ron's been doing
I
this,
don't,
I think, for over 20 years, I believe.
oh wow. Yeah, I've been a field for that long too. Wow. I feel old now.
Yeah, I've been since I got out of the Marine Corps is when I got.
Oh,
But then
thank
I
you for your
officially
services.
came back in 2000. Well, then I left for a while, and then I officially came all the way back and took my holy orders again in 2021. So it wasn't that long ago that I actually came back.
So it's been definitely calling to you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Right.
definitely a calling. I mean, even though I'm retired from the order, I'll never truly be gone. I'm always there
Right.
for them and anybody that needs help within the order. But I'm always doing different things too. Like I just started a veteran outreach here with a Traditionist Health, and they do a lot of hospice. So I've been doing a lot of work with like hospices and whatnot in the area.
Yeah, but
And
I would like to do some volunteer work. I've been to the hospital up and on. I wouldn't mind doing volunteer work.
I'm not big on hospitals. If I can stay out of them, I really try to.
Oh, I have another good question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think? I think it's a yes, but for my studies, what do you suppose that a demonic entity are able to shape shift and mimic? Right?
Are able to what?
They're able to shape shift and mimic
Yes.
because let's go to another location called the Sally
Like,
House.
but they
I don't know
say
if you've
like
heard of it.
I believe the doppelganger hold that whole theory. I believe that's a demonic. I believe.
And I've
That's
seen
my
one
belief.
here. I've seen one here.
I believe they're demonic spirits. I really do. I don't know how everybody else feels about it. But that's how I feel about it. That's my personal belief.
Oh, I believe you. I've seen one here and it looked exactly like my cousin. She used to live back here
But
for two,
there's
3 years.
something off about it.
Yeah, it's
There's
strange.
always
I was
something
like,
off about it.
it was a quick encounter because I asked her, "Boy, you came back early," and she did not respond. She's usually the one that usually
Yeah.
responds. I'm like,
Usually they don't
okay,
call, but then they have like a creepy look.
yeah. And to be honest, I don't remember hearing the door opening either or closing.
Yeah.
So then I knew when there's a doppelganger in the person. So that's my first experience with the doppelganger. Yeah, in this house, in our back house. I thought my back studio and there's no bathroom or kitchen. In the front house,
Well,
we
we
have
say
all that.
a lot of people got. Well, I tell people all the time is what you got to think about is the thing about this. The only love a demonic or anything has is for evil.
Right.
That's so. I mean that they want nothing but to ruin as many souls as they can.
Yeah, they're actually fallen
You know.
angels, right?
Yep.
Most of
Yep.
them are fallen angels. Even Lucifer was an archangel, wasn't it? He was an archangel. He
Demon
was fallen.
a spirit. A spirit
Right.
cannot become a demonic. A demonic's always been a demon.
And we got another hello from Paula. Hi, thanks for watching. We said hi everyone. Have a wonderful night. Blessing. Hello. Thanks for watching, guys. I had a question. Wait a second, what was it? Do you believe demons had the ability? Oh, I already have that. They have shift. Um, that's manifest. What is the process that you follow when you're conducting an exorcism? If you don't mind sharing.
We use the Roman rituals, and really
Right.
once you start it, you can't stop. And I can't really I can't really name the ritual because, but yeah, we use a Roman ritual, and it's only to be said by a priest. And there's a lot of things that we have to do to even be ready to do the exorcism. Like we have to go to confession. We have to fast for a couple days. And when I say like a couple days, I mean a full day fast. It could by the church is considered 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. is a full day fast, and you get one meal during the fast. That's it.
Oh wow.
And I try to fast for 3 before I ever do an exorcism,
I
if
have a hard
possible,
time with fasting.
if at all possible.
Actually,
Sometimes circumstances dictate. You know what I mean? We might
right.
not be able to do that, but
Oh right.
if can, that's what we try to do.
I'm sure there are risks and dangers about being an exorcist. And do you
We
mind
do
sharing?
great risk of our health. I don't know an exorcist that hasn't gotten sick over the years or had something happen to him from being an exorcist.
Oh wow, so it can affect our health eventually, like our heart
Yes, it
issues or
can.
health.
Yes, it can.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. If we have more comments from Rome, you can always give your local exorcist a pizza. Or coffee, right? Pizza or
Like
coffee.
I I pretty much want to do the
Yeah.
coffee.
We need that. I mean, we guys need that extra energy as much as possible.
Like pretty much, I take it down for exorcisms. It tells us in the Roman ritual, like to we're actually like before we even do it, we have to like study. We'll study more into exorcism in general. You know, we'll talk to other
I was just gonna
exorcists.
ask
We'll
that.
go to our mentors if need be. Talk to each other. I mean, read, you gotta read up on stuff, but you can't just jump into it. You know.
Right.
And I
Yeah, it
assisted
takes
on
years.
exorcism before I even became an exorcist. And I know it's not something you can ever really be ready for. I don't think I wasn't ready, but I didn't really have a choice.
Can imagine, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it must take a lot of dedication
I
and
don't think
time
so.
and
I
studying.
personally, I don't think that's something you can ever. It's really anything you can really be ready for. I
Right.
mean, I wasn't ready. I'd tell you that one the first time I wasn't ready. I didn't think I wasn't ready, but I know the Lord only gives you as much as you can handle. So I believe
That's
maybe
true.
I was
I
ready,
even
and
freak
that's just
out at little I freak out at little things here and there. I don't know if I can handle it. You know? But
I've
I'm
I've
still it's
well, I'll be honest. First time I ever saw it, I wet my pants. I'm not gonna lie. It's
I probably
I've
would
been to
too.
combat and exorcisms. I've been in Iraq in combat, and I tell you, exorcism's scarier than that.
Yeah, I
And
believe
if
it.
that'll give reference to how scary it could really be.
Yeah, I can imagine. I have to wear my brown
When we
pants.
do the Roman ritual, I don't know if everybody does it, but a lot of I was taught that you should always do it in Latin. Like all the Catholic priests, we know. I don't know about today, but most independent, I know on the independent side, a lot of Catholic priests that I know, we all know Latin.
Well, let's see to
But
study
as
Latin
much
and
as
Hebrew.
yeah, we do. I had to study Latin in the seminary. I studied. It's a different form of Latin than it's spoken in like other countries. It's called ecclesiastical Latin, and it's from the church. And they consider it a different type of Latin. If you were like go to Rosetta Stone and look up Latin, that's not the same kind of Latin that you would be speaking with the church.
Right. I have a hard time learning Spanish for that matter.
I do too. I did too, but Latin was. I didn't think Latin was that bad. But Spanish, I have a hard time with that one. And it's funny because I
Only
know a lot of people.
long.
My my, my wife that passed away, she spoke Spanish, and I never. My
Sorry to
daughter
hear that.
speaks Spanish, and I couldn't speak it. I always thought it was
The only
funny. I could
person
never.
that spoke Spanish in our family was my grandfather. So I used to like to call him Grandpa Marino. That was my maiden name, Marino. And
Only
so I always call
only
him Grandpa Marino.
my daughter was the only one other than my grandfather. Italian. My grandfather spoke Italian.
Oh well.
He was off the boat. He didn't. He would. Yeah, he wouldn't speak English in his house.
Here's another question for you.
Like I still have cousins.
Um,
Ron from
it
Brooklyn.
also has to do with exorcism. Sorry. How do you know if an exorcism is successful?
I'll tell you one. That's one thing. That's a good question. They really do try to
It's
trick you, and
uh
like they'll go away and try to act like and try to like hide in essence, you know. And it really you. I know the one I had that I knew was successful. It was wild. All like the room all of a sudden got brighter. and the person that said themselves, you're like, there's a physical change in a person when they're possessed, and they can, they just don't
Oh wow.
look, you know,
Yeah,
like
the
a
whole
person.
appearance might even be
You know what I
different,
mean?
right?
But that like skin and their skin, there's the smell of roses in the room.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It was pretty wild. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Oh wow.
But I mean, it's hard to explain. You know what I mean?
Right, we have to be there. I believe. Yeah, Rob says we better be wearing our outfits. I would definitely double.
Huh? I can hear you.
Anyway. Alright, I don't think that happened show already. Wow. So, do you mind sharing one of your stories with us? And probably if you don't mind sharing
Yeah,
one that has compelling,
I had
whatever you
I
like to
had
share.
one. I got the one that scared me the most, and I wasn't even the exorcist on it. I was just assisting, and I was an assistant to the exorcist at the time. And we had a 10-year-old child, a girl that broke. She was restrained, because she took a swing at myself, took a swing at the priest, and she broke the straps, and like her father was a big man, like 6 foot tall, and she threw him probably about 5 feet,
Oh, wow.
and then jumped out of the second story window, and like ran down the street, like ran away. That's the wildest thing that I ever saw.
Huh.
It was pretty wild.
Thanks for sharing it. Yeah, for me, I haven't shared it with a close friend of mine. She experienced, an entity that moved from her apartment to another apartment, and that guy became possessed. And everybody tried to help him, but I don't know if he was ever helped or not. So, like you
Hmm.
said, it's not good. It's not good to try to do exorcisms, or at
Well,
least clearing by yourself,
that's the thing. A person that's truly possessed doesn't know that they're possessed. You
right?
know, someone that's truly possessed, they kind of take a back seat. They're not they're in the car, but they're not the driver. You know what I mean? And they
Right,
don't
I
know what's
call it
going on.
hitchhikers.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on. The person themselves doesn't,
Hmm. Kind of
and
like when you're channeling,
it's
I think.
it's kind of like everything goes dark. That's how I explained like this. They said it's like they went to sleep and woke up, and you know what I mean. It's like, and they had no knowledge of what was going on.
Kind of reminds me of the case, the one in, the devil made me do it. Kind of what reminds me of. I don't know if
Which
you heard of
one?
that. It's called The Devil Made Me Do It
I think I've
case.
seen that one.
Yeah. Where he blinked out, he didn't
Yeah,
realize he killed someone when he was acting
yeah.
possessed.
I think I saw that on Vice.
I had to bring that up. We're talking on that subject. But yeah, it's a sad story. Thank you, Paulina. She says thanks
Yeah,
for helping
I think.
people. Paulina says
Oh, you're
thanks for
very
helping
welcome.
people with love and compassion.
I saw it. Very welcome.
So that
Really, it's a
actually
calling. I mean,
happened.
I didn't even think of. It's not something I ever thought I'd be doing. To be honest with you,
It's like I
like
never thought I would be
younger.
like
Honestly, it wasn't.
I
You want to know where I got the calling? Is when I was when I was in the military, and a lot of things that I saw and did while I
oh
was
I
in the
bet.
Marine Corps, is what led me to pursue this. And
You already
I
know
always
it's
tell people,
basically what's out there.
well, I've always tell people I've already seen the worst of people in hell, so I might as well try to help people get out of it.
Right. I always say I'm
Have
more
you ever,
afraid of the living.
I've seen the living do some pretty horrible things.
Right. I always say I'm more afraid of the living than the dead.
I don't know.
'Cause
The spirits, regular spirits don't scare me. I mean, they're just a spirit.
yeah.
They're not. They can't. They can mess with you, but they really can't do anything to you. Like, you know, a regular spirit can't possess a person. You know.
Right. Well, that leads to one of my other questions. What is the signs of a possession?
Hold it up.
Are you there?
It's you know
Oh,
there, there's going to be like physical changes, different things going on. There's actually a whole thing that we go through that we have.
mhm. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
It kind of goes in and
Okay,
out. It's
let's make
weird.
sure.
We're talking about
To
this. I'm
be there'll
sorry,
be
guys.
it might be I got this. Let me move the camera closer. That might be the problem. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah.
Ooh, got back. Let's zoom it though.
Sorry, yeah. We having technical
There we go.
gremlins.
How's that?
We call
No,
them technical gremlins.
is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, my technical gremlins. I don't have Ron here to do all my technical stuff for me. So,
Next
but can
time
you hear
I'll
me better
invite
now?
Ron. I'll invite both you and Ron. We'll take care of it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll have Ron do all my technical stuff. But
You have aces to hear his
a person will
conjuring
become like
words.
incredibly. Oh yeah, it's wild. Wait till you hear that. But they're asking about that affect the person. There'll be mental changes that affect the person. They'll become incredibly quiet, and well, they'll have different sleep habits, like unexpected, weight. You know what I mean? Loss usually more than gain. Alterations in their disposition, their conduct. Level of hostility will be much higher. They'll have an abrupt dislike for religious artifacts. There'll be alterations in their appearance, alterations in their personal hygiene. You know,
Oh wow.
like spooky stuff would be like around them more. And they'll
Right.
destroy religious artifacts. Suddenly act like threatening and abusive towards other people, even people they love. Attempts to harm animals. They might attempt to harm animals, and they might have like a sexual preoccupation, if you know what I mean,
Right.
or like excessively touch themselves. uh, it could have distinct like personality, or like a variety of personalities, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
It could like there's like they act like this person one time, then they act totally different another time, and then you know do they engage in like degrading behaviors? You know,
Ron says Russia. So I have one other question here. Is it true that the holy water doesn't keep them at bay? Or is it about
say
attention
what?
of holy water? Holy water. Did
What
that
would you
help
say?
keep
It
them?
doesn't keep them at bay? Oh, it
Did it
does.
help?
Yes, it does. Real holy water. No, I tell you,
And they can
I
tell the
always
difference.
I used to do it, and this is one. Oh yeah, they can. A real demonic can tell the difference, and that's what I used to do. Is I'd have holy water, and then I would have like a little jar in my pocket with just tap water in it. And
Oh wow.
someone that if I would question whether or not they would, sometimes hit them with the holy water, and they start acting out, then I know this they're really it's an act.
Right. Oh, we're almost towards the end of the hour. If we have any more questions, where can everyone find you if they need help?
I have a Facebook. I have a page on Facebook. It's not like a normal. It's like the pages.
Right.
It's not like
Website.
normal. Like you can find it under pages. Archbishop Matthew James Radcliffe. Um, my email. Uh, I have one. It's Father Matthew Radcliffe at gmail.com. But other than that, that's just the Facebook and the email. That's pretty much it. And my
Okay.
Facebook
Do you mind
has
if
the Facebook has my number and everything.
I'll be sure to share that if it's okay with you. I'll share it. I'll link to the video.
Go ahead. Yeah, sure. Yeah, go right ahead.
It'll be a replay, YouTube, Facebook. We're everywhere. Spotify. Yeah. I'll share the links after the show. I do appreciate your time with us.
Yeah.
And it's,
And I'll send you my Facebook link too.
Right. Thank you. And would you mind saying the closing prayers first? Go up.
Yep. In nome del Padre, Filii, Spiritus Sancti. One do our Father. Our Father, Lord in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Amen to that. And thank you, Archbishop Matthew, and for being with us today. And I appreciate your
And I'm going to
time and
send you
everything.
the link to my Facebook. Oh, anytime.
Okay, sure.
Anytime, and I'll send you the link to my Facebook on your messenger. So.
Okay, great. Sounds great. And thank you guys for watching and listening. I missed it. Whispers podcast, and I'm your host, Nicholas Gaspard, and we'll be back, I believe next week with another great guest and artist, Timothy Wayne. So, y'all have a great and safe week. Stay safe out there in Florida, you guys. Alright? And we'll be back next week. Alright? Bye, guys. Thank you, Archbishop Matthew.
Yep, anytime.
Alright. And video, no. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.